Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Please come in, please take your seats. And it's lovely to welcome you all back to the EU-OSHA again today. I hope those of you who joined our evening, yesterday evening, enjoyed themselves. I'd like to say thank you to the Sociedad Bilbaína for such a wonderful evening. I think it was memorable. Thank you. I'd just like to remind you again of the safety rules. You know that if there's a klaxon or there's no drill planned, go quietly to the exits, don't use the stairs, help others, and leave and go across the street. A couple of announcements this morning. By now you should know about the drastic seriousness of the headphone situation. So if you have your headphones, which I'm sure you do, today I'd like you to keep them with you. Take them out afterwards to the coffee break, go to your parallel session, and then bring them back in here. We're tracking you, so please remember we need to get those headphones back. We will not be speaking in any form today about football. It's off limits. The interpretation is, as you know, English Channel 1, Spanish Channel 2, French is Channel 3. We've heard that our director, William Coburn, has established an investigation committee. And this is to examine why did unplanned dancing occur without a risk assessment last night. We'll give you the details of that when it finishes its work in about 12 months. But there is one bit of good news, and the good news is that there were remarkable examples on the dance floor of social partnership in action. Another small announcement now, I'd like to say, because it's going to be a busy, busy day, and that is behind the scenes everywhere here is an extraordinary team from EU-OSHA organizing every little step of this event here in Bilbao. So I'd like to give a warm applause to the colleagues from EU-OSHA responsible for this lovely event. So today I'm very honored because we're here to celebrate. We're going to have the Good Practice Awards 2025. And these celebrate and recognize innovative solutions and approaches to improving occupational safety and health in the digital age. They are coming from across Europe, and it's lovely for us that even though not all of them could be here, we know that some of them are watching online. So I wanted to say again a big welcome to our online viewers. It's lovely to have you with us. It gives me now great pleasure to introduce here from the European Commission, Maria Luisa Cabral. She is the director in the European Commission in the Directorate General Employment, Social Affairs and Inclusion, responsible for quality jobs, for working conditions and social dialogue. She has a long and distinguished career, first in her native Portugal and then in the European Commission in many different roles. Very recently advisor to President von der Leyen, and now, as I say, since mid-February, she is 2024, last year, she has taken up this role. We're very pleased to have her here with us today. And Maria Luisa, I'd like to invite you to the podium. Thank you. Thank you.
Dear William, dear Professor Marina, dear guests, dear social partners, dear colleagues, it's really a true pleasure for me to be here and an honor to be here in replacement of Executive Vice President Minzato. She wanted to be here, she had accepted, but unfortunately she cannot be here today, and I'll tell you a bit more about that later. Today is a big day. It's a big day because we're celebrating the end of this amazing campaign that you did, dedicated to the timely and vital theme of safe and healthy work in a digital age. And today is a big day because the European Commission is adopting today a quality jobs roadmap and launching a consultation of social partners on a Quality Jobs Act. And this is why the Executive Vice President could not be here today. I will not unveil its content because it's for her to do it first. And unfortunately, the Commission will only adopt this at the end of the morning. So I cannot tell you a lot, but I can tell you a bit. First, the Quality Jobs Roadmap is a commitment to fostering quality jobs in a competitive Europe. As companies struggle to remain competitive, we are as aware of the challenges that workers are facing, about the impact of global crisis, about higher cost of living, about the pace of change affecting lives and careers. And so when we talk about competitiveness, we also speak about people's jobs. And for the European Commission, the ambition is that these are quality jobs. Adequate pay, good working conditions. You don't get sick or have accidents when you go to work. You have both a full professional life and a private life. Good quality jobs. And there is the second thing I would like to tell you about this roadmap and the Future Act is that one of its central objectives is to push for digital innovation while fostering quality jobs. You know better than I do how digitalization is shaping the world of work. It changes how we work, where we work, when we work. It's so different. I think someone was telling the other day, even our generation, and there are many people younger than me today here, but you know, I had a big PC, not even a PC, a computer, just fixed. You know, you waited for things to go and to come, and now, you know, we're just immediate. We can work from home or anywhere we choose. So things have really changed. Beyond that, I mean, artificial intelligence or advanced robotics, like I heard in the panel that I participated yesterday, data analytics, smart systems, they bring amazing opportunities. And we know that if we want to be competitive, Europe needs to be more digital and more innovative. And these innovations have huge potential to make our workplace safer, reduce risks, and save lives. But at the same time, we all need to acknowledge that there are risks, that there are new challenges. We hear growing concerns about digital monitoring, about control, about blurred boundaries between work and private life, about psychosocial risks. Technological progress cannot mean less protection. And the Quality Jobs aims to ensure that modern employment keeps pace with the modern economy. And in what concerns digitalization, this means that we support both the take-up of digital tools, including AI tools, but at the same time, we protect workers from the risks. We do not start from scratch, of course. We have a solid foundation of EU law, from worker protection to personal data protection to safeguards on development and deployment on AI. We have national law. And we have you. We have the agency, we have social partners, we have governments, we have focal points, researchers, companies, workers, all of you working together. Over the past 2 years, you've raised awareness of the impacts of digitalization on health and safety at work. You've promoted practical tools, inspiring good practices to ensure that we can manage the digital transition safely. And you encourage rigorous risk assessment to ensure that the person, the human, always remains center stage. And we have, of course, the 6 award winners and the 11 commended organization of the Healthy Workplaces Good Practice Award. These are real-life examples that it is possible. Digitalization can lead to better health and safety at work. More digital technology, better protection. And your commitment allows us to be positive about the future. If you can do it, we should all be able to do it. And you can count on our determination, on the European Commission determination, to do our part to make sure that we continue working together to improve the conditions of the millions of workers of the European Union. I thank you again for being part of this shared effort and for having invited me to be here and be able to participate in this summit and award ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Luisa Cabral. So it now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the man whose job nobody wanted. He was the chair of the jury that picked the winners for the Good Practice Awards. Imagine all of the companies and enterprises across Europe entering with the best of intentions and then having the job of leading a team and making a selection. I'm curious to know if he'll tell us any inside stories about that process. Probably not. But anyway, he is, of course, Professor Oscar Molina, from the University of Barcelona, Associate Professor in the Department of Sociology, and he is, of course, his career has spanned many aspects of social policy, labor law, being involved in Eurofound, in the European Agency, also working in University College Dublin, and of course an expert in industrial relations. So I wonder if he's going to tell us some secrets. Let's see. It's a great pleasure. Welcome, Professor Molina.
Thank you very much, Brenda, for this kind of. I think I will say a few things about the kind of the inside story of the awards. But let me first of all thank you for having the opportunity to participate in this ceremony and to be involved as a chair of this jury. I have to say I really had fun. In spite of the work that it implied, I really enjoy having to go all these cases. I will explain it a bit more later. So thank you, Director of EU-OSHA, for the invitation. Thank you, Director Cabral, also for the nice introduction to this session. So what these awards are recognizing is our companies who have, in different ways, and this was the main challenge we had as a jury, right? In very different ways, use technology in order to make their companies, make workers in their companies healthier and safer. And that's what we try also to assess when we look at these different cases that we have. So, for us, yeah, again, the way in which this was made, it sometimes was so creative. There were so many interesting and different ways in which technology can be applied that I hope that these cases will also can be diffused in order to help other companies to learn how things can be done, even though, you know, each company, it has its own requirements and needs. So about the jury, very briefly. So, yeah, I mean, we were a panel of social partners, which I was chairing, social partners. There were also some representatives from the DG Employment, from the European Commission, from EU-OSHA. So there was a very diverse panel. But I have to say, the whole process was very easy. First of all, thanks to the work made by EU-OSHA. It was so easy to go through all the cases, review them, but also because during the whole process, it was the kind of the attitude of all the members of the panel, of the jury, was so constructive and so positive that reaching a decision, even though it was hard because of the excellent cases we had to review, was easy and, again, fun, which is not always the case. So basically, the criteria that we use in order to decide which companies should be awarded were kind of different ones, but basically what we valued was, first of all, that these companies adopted a holistic approach to OSH prevention in their and management, and that led to improvement. So we really wanted to see whether that technology that was used had a significant impact on health, safety of workers. Second criteria that we used was to what extent there was effective participation of workers during the implementation of these technologies, and to what extent there was a commitment by management to really involve workers and their representatives in this process. And the third criteria that we use is that we kind of prioritize actions that kind of were collective in nature, so that, you know, over ones that were focusing more on the individual interventions, we kind of wanted to see that those technologies were applied in order to protect the collectivity of workers in that company. So about the awards, I mean, again, the process, I really don't remember now much about, you know, the whole thing, but I have to say that I enjoyed that. It was kind of relatively easy coming down to a number of awards and commended cases. There were, I think, a good number of applications, 34 applications were sent, and we had to review from all across Europe. So there were, I think, most of the countries, if not all, were represented from very different sectors, and that was probably the main challenge that we had. It was hard to kind of assess those cases coming from so heterogeneous variety of sectors. So we awarded 6 companies, and we commended 11, and we will go through all of them now. The cases represent not only large companies, but also, and we were particularly interested also to see that there were many small companies that were using technology, and we know that's a challenge, especially for those companies, not only because of the cost it may imply, but also, you know, the whole process that implies. So it was very nice to see that many small companies were using these technologies in order to improve health and safety of their workers. So just to conclude, because the important thing now is to know which are the cases and to know a bit more about those cases. Thank you again for the opportunity to be involved in this ceremony, in the whole process. It was really a pleasure, and I hope we can learn a lot from those cases that will be awarded. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, now we're approaching the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm really excited to be here and to see the smiles on the faces of the winners who we're going to introduce to you in one moment. Just before I do, I'd like to tell you that we're being joined online from people across Europe: Germany, Spain, Belgium, Greece, Czechia, Ireland, Finland, but also from Kenya and Australia. So hello to all our international online viewers this morning. I'd now like to ask Luisa Cabral, Oscar and William to take their position, because they are going to present. Luisa, on behalf of the European Commission, is going to present the awards to the winners. As Oscar Molina said, we have 6 winners and 11 commended. Okay then, let's get the show on the road. And I'd like to invite on the stage, please, from Cyprus, any where for their mobile and web application for compliance verification of safety and health requirements in oil and gas production, all the ways from Cyprus. Congratulations.
Okay. Just prepared something to say. So, dear all, we are really honored and happy that our work has been recognized, and the effort that we have spent all these years to pursue continuous safety excellence. So our goal was always been to detect weak signals early and strengthen our prevention on HSE incidents across all of our operations. We come from an oil and gas company. We have offshore and onshore operations, very complicated. So our tool is a user-friendly solution designed to help our supervisory personnel to verify compliance with our management system during task preparations and also the task execution, whether this is offshore or onshore. We're speaking about offshore environments, quite remote. So this tool can work also offline. So by implementing systematic and efficient compliance checks, this application allows us to identify weak signals and emerging risks and implement mitigation actions in a timely manner to avoid future potential incidents. improving continuously our conditions and our culture in work practices. We are really honored that our effort has been recognized again, and we remain really committed in advancing whatever we are doing and promote and have more effective solutions for our teams and the industry in general. So before closing, I would like to thank a lot for the team of Eni Cyprus that made this idea a real thing. So Dimitris Georgiou today is here with us, and Aphrodite Konstantinou, part of the HSE department of Eni Cyprus, that she was not able to come today. Also our developer company Silicon Valley, Francisco Garcia is here today. And also I would like to thank Dr. Olga Nicolaidou for promoting our idea and proposing to come to this award ceremony that is more like a contribution to the overall safety of Europe, I would say, and workplaces in general. So thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. And now, all the ways from Greece, I would like to welcome Cosmote, Hellenic Telecommunications Organization. And they won for their entry in new technologies and digital tools to improve safety, health, and well-being in telecommunications. Very happy for you. Would you like to say a few words?
Buenos dias. Good morning. It's a true honor to be here today among Europe winners. On behalf of Hellenic Telecommunication of Greece, member of the Mobile Group, I want to express our deepest gratitude for this recognition. This award is a very important distinction, but it is also a responsibility. Being acknowledged as a leading telecommunication company in Europe means that we are entrusted to drive innovation in the digital age. I would like to thank my team and, of course, our company for fostering a culture of excellence and progress. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And now I would like to ask and invite to the stage, oh my goodness, they're from Ireland. Middleton Distillery, Irish distillers Pernod and Ricard, and they have won this award for their robotic barrel unloading system to reduce risk of musculoskeletal injuries. Congratulations and well done.
Thanks very much for this award. I'd like to thank EU-OSHA for inviting us and presenting us with this fantastic award. I'd like to also thank the HSA in Ireland for promoting and supporting us throughout the whole process. And our team back in Ireland who made this possible through a lot of dedication and hard work to bring forward a robotics project that was able to reduce manual handling in the workplace. I'd also like to thank our integrator PILs who can't be here today, but also put a lot of effort into making this possible. I think just to finish up, it just shows that anything is possible to reduce injury in the workplace. No matter how complicated, there's always a way forward. Thanks again to EU-OSHA for making this possible and having a fantastic summit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well done. And now I'd like to invite our Italian winners to the stage, please. They are Cantina Perla del Garda, Morenica Società Agricola, e Responsabilità Limitata. As you can see, my Italian is fluent. Welcome. They provide digital solutions for safety and health in precision farming, in vineyard work. Very well done. Would you like to say, well, take your photo, and when you're ready, we're very happy to have you with us. And if you'd like to say a few words, please go ahead.
Thank you very much to the jury for the award. I am very happy to represent Italy, and I want to dedicate the award to my employees, the present employees, but also the ones I had in the past. So my professionality is based on the experience we have shared in 20 years of producing wine. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And now I'd like to invite on the stage our winners from Portugal. They are Amarsul, involved in the treatment and valuation of solid waste. Very well done and congratulations. Their project was, or their entry was for digital systems for occupational safety and health, monitoring, prevention and alerting in waste management. Very well done, congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Of course. So, good morning everyone. On behalf of Amarsul, we are truly honored to receive this Good Practice Award from the European Agency for Safety and Health at Work. This recognition is the testament of our commitment, efforts and daily basic dedication focus on every member of our teams. We believe that sharing good practice is essential for building a culture of prevention not only in Portugal but also across Europe, and we are proud to contribute to that mission and choice to make a real difference. Thank you for this distinction and congratulations to all the other projects that integrate safety, health and environmental responsibility into our daily activities. Thank you all.
Thank you. And last but by no means least, our sixth winner of a Good Practice Award is Hakar Montajes from Spain. Please come to the stage. Bravo. Congratulations. They won for the digital tools they have developed for preventing the risk of heat stroke in the construction industry. Congratulations. Would you like, when you're ready, to say a few words?
Yes. Thank you. Egunon denoi. Buenos días a todos.
Good morning, everyone. From Hakar, we would like to thank to the European Agency, to the jury, of course, and to the focus, the Navarre Institute of Safety and Health at Work. This recognition for us is a commitment, a decided commitment in favor of safety, innovation, and taking care of the day-to-day of all of our workers. It's a special day for us today because, as Oscar said, there are small enterprises that do many things. For us, it's a big investment for small enterprises, and this is a success case for us, successful case. Being in front of us, in front of you, is an honor for us. Thank you to all of you. And I want to thank the entire team, because the people in the office, in the storeroom, at the workshop, in the work site, for heat stroke, which is the commitment, and also the company committee. We've done everything within the company. We've got not only a heat stroke, now we're doing about low temperatures, which is the next step that we're already working upon. And I want to leave you with Oier, who is the person in charge of prevention. Thank you to everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As I was saying, this prize, this recognizes the work that we've done to prevent heat stroke. These are very simple measures, very efficient and easily replicable in any company to protect the workers outside. The use of bracelets to monitor body temperature, along with other small measures like the conditioning of rest areas and training and so on, means that this is possible. And also, it commits us to continue to improve and to, in all our activities, to have prevention as a priority. Thank you very much to everyone.
Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Our 6 wonderful winners of the Good Practice Awards 2025. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you, thank you. And I would now like to, hot on their heels, welcome our 11 commended companies. Starting with Belgium, please may I call on the stage AGC Glass Europe. Very well done on your commended award. Following Belgium in one moment after the photograph. Thank you, thank you. May I invite Czechia, the Ministry of the Interior Service Agency, for their comprehensive program to support the health of employees working in digital environments. Very well done to you. Congratulations. From Denmark, our next commended is GSV Equipment Rental. They developed digital solutions for accident reduction in a machinery and equipment rental company. Very well done to you. I'd now like to invite our German commended entry, Fokker and Co. und Stubbe. Please welcome and congratulations. Their project was on interactive space for AI-supported assistance to employees and stakeholders working in the packaging industry. And we now, for our next commended, we go back to Greece. Welcome on the stage, please, the representatives of Hellas Gold. They developed state-of-the-art simulators for the handling of machinery in underground mining. Congratulations, well done. And now we're back to that place again called Ireland. We have Intel Ireland Limited. And accepting this award on their behalf is our focal point manager from Ireland, Gavin Lonergan, from the Health and Safety Authority. They developed digital apps for worker safety and the reporting of incidents in electronic manufacturing. Thank you, well done. I would now like to welcome on stage the commended entry from Italy, Dinamica Generale, and accepting this gift on behalf, or this award rather, on behalf of the company is our focal point manager, Francesca Grosso. They developed collaborative robots and automation to improve ergonomics in electronic solutions. Well done, congratulations. Our next commended entry is YIT Latvia Limited. They are commended for their work in the digitalization of health and safety supervision, involvement and communication at construction sites. Very well done to you. I would now like to invite on the stage our Dutch focal point, Jos de Lange, who is going to accept the first commended entry, Volandes and Ficas Software BV from the Netherlands. Their entry was in digitalized preventive medical records for workers in the construction and infrastructure industry. And Jos, I would like you to stay here, please, because you will also accept the next award on behalf of the commended entry from the Netherlands, JustEatTakeaway.com. Their work was in reducing courier risks in digital platform work. Very well done to you all. Congratulations. And our final commended company. Please welcome, with a warm welcome on stage, Gonbauto Iberia, Gonvari Industrias from Spain. And they are commended for their work in the digitalization of occupational safety and health management in the automotive manufacturing. Thank you to all our Good Practice Award winners and commended. And yeah, they're great, they're great. Really proud, really proud. Thank you very much. If you'd like to return for a moment to your seats, thank you to our experts. And I'd just like to say that in advance of our coffee break, I'd just like to tell you parallel session number 1 is in 0D, session 2, 0A, session 3, 0C. And in 0D, you have English and Spanish interpretation. In the second one, you have English and German. And in the third one, you have English and French. I'd also like you to use the coffee break we're going to have now to look at that interactive exhibition. And we will, after the parallel sessions, we're all coming back here because our final session today is going to be looking to the future and what's going to happen with the next campaign. So I'll remind you to keep your headphones and to bring them back here into plenary. And I would also just like to say that it's time for coffee, but we're going to have a group photo of all winners here on the stage now. So see you back here after the parallel sessions. Thank you.